cool conversation. And for someone who's alone a lot of the time, it's really nice to have that interaction with other people and to feel heard and valued and cared for. So it can be a really amazing thing for me too. And for the most part, if you calculate the days up over the last 2 years, I've had more good days than bad days. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for all the gifts on TikTok, guys. We're number 63. Is your hair wet or just oily? It's just oily. Because it's been 2 days since I washed it. It goes oily really quick. What if a man wanted to buy you a glass of milk or fruit juice if he does not drink? Would that be a good icebreaker? That would definitely start a conversation, that's for sure. Well, of course, success of seeing numbers rise is kind of like a high, but it makes it feeling that way way more difficult next time around, especially if it's a bad day. But it's not just about the numbers, though. It's about the conversations. Like, I like it when I have good conversations on here. You know, I could stand over there in a tank top and bounce up and down and not get heaps of numbers, or like put on a bikini and jump in a hot tub. But it's not just about numbers for me. For me, it's about getting to chat to people as well and feel like I get to communicate and express and use my brain. And share who I am and hopefully inspire and make other people a little happier too, you know? Thank you. I am 29. Yeah, I know. Wild. Still coming to terms with that. Any big plans for 2024? I got a lot of plans actually. Yeah, which I'm really excited about. And you guys can follow along with them, either on here or over on Instagram. If you haven't found that yet, it's linked in the bio. We're Rising Star number 60 now. You love my mama? I love my mama too. I just bought her a really nice spa treatment for her birthday with me. What city are you in now? I'm in Sri Lanka, the country. Well, fair enough. You think that conversations are that good consistently? It seems like the same 20 questions most days. Not your fault. Can't blame new viewers all wondering the same thing. But instead of like putting the responsibility on the platform, that's also a realization that one of my friends helped me come to the other day, is that like I need to take more charge of the conversations on here if I want to have better conversations. And that's actually also why I've started the Quora thing, because it kind of like brings in new subjects and allows me to like get into some topics that I otherwise wouldn't get into. So yeah. And you can feel that my energy rises in the stream when I get to talk about things that I find interesting and fun and different, rather than me just like saying the same 5 things every time. So that's me taking a little bit more charge of my streaming topics in 2024. I crave being able to have a relationship with a woman just like things were before we went through puberty. Sometimes you just want a genuine friendship or interaction without the hang-ups being the opposite of sexist. Yeah, I don't really crave that. But I hope you find that, Musahi. I really do. Thank you. You guys are cool too. I can get... Puri is putting it right there. Puri is linking it right here in a second. There. That one's my Instagram if you want to follow me over there. It's much appreciated. We were so close to reaching 100, and then December happened, and then we dropped back down. That's okay. We will rebuild. Where in Denmark were you born? I was born in Silkeborg. Not to be confused with Singapore, which apparently it sounds similar. Thank you. But yeah, no, so I am trying a little bit of a different approach this year. I did notice that. Props for changing up the strat. That's only so many kitchens to stand in before change is needed. Exactly. And I think that's just something like you just have to constantly adapt and learn and grow and reassess and be like, okay, well, this is not working anymore. What can I do to change that? Instead of just sitting down and being like, oh, it didn't work. Hey, Albie, thank you so much for the subscribe. I really appreciate that. Yay! But yeah, so you have to take charge of yourself, you know, and you can't just, if I was to just sit down and keep blaming, like, and I have done that, I do get stuck in a blaming game a lot, but it's like I keep blaming TikTok and I keep blaming the countries and I keep blaming the internet and I keep blaming you guys, and it's like I put the blame on everybody else than myself, you know, and it's like then you have to like stop and like be like, okay, but okay, what can I do different? And like, could I be the problem? Am I the problem? Am I? Yeah, and be like, okay, well, clearly some things have to change, so let's try changing it. And that's what I'm doing. When do you plan on doing a sleep stream? I've already said I can't do a sleep stream because I snore. I snore a lot. I'm not fun to sleep with. This is not an engagement ring, no, it's a travel ring. Confuses people. What happened to your old style of content? We're mixing it up, changing and adapting and growing.